All right, we're back for the recharge. Very, very simplistic system, so there's no distractions for anything else. You have a charging cylinder with refrigerant. You have a scale. You have a singular hose. This is off right now. You can see it's not screwed down. Look at the valve back here. It's not screwed down. It's off. So all we're doing is adding refrigerant to the system. We have a scale set at 0. Let's make sure it weighs. Okay, there we go. It's working. Let's zero it out. The valve is open. This valve is not open, so let's open this valve. Oh, and that valve wants to leak. This valve is not open. So we're still zeroed. Look, take a look back. Tank, hose, connection. So we're going to meter in the refrigerant through the weight right here. So let's turn it on. Let's get this up so we could read. So I'm trying to keep this very simple. In the meantime, I might make a mistake while I'm paying attention not to what I'm doing. So let's screw this in, and we want 700 and say 30 grams. Okay, there we go. We're going in. The refrigerant is now going in. 140, 200, coming to 300, 300. Let's hit 400, 400, 500, 600, and let's start backing it off. Almost 700. I know I have a little in the hose. I don't care about it. Come on, up there. Let's go right there. Says it could go 728. No. So now I have this backed off, and we're at 720. So let's flip this over and invert it, because the straw that's going all the way down here, if I flip this over, the straw will be up in vapor and just push out a little bit. So let me do that, and let's see if I could do it without losing refrigerant. Okay, so now I flipped it over. So the straw that was now down in the liquid is now floating up in vapor, but it's still under pressure. It's wobbling back and forth, so the scale will not be accurate now. I have to let it stabilize and become completely still so we can have an accurate system. And as you can see, it's not the same because I disturbed the hose, the makeup, the setup, and everything like that, so it's disturbed. So we'll zero this out, and all I'm going to do is give it a little burst. And all that's going to do is the vapor is going to push into the system. Now normally I would do this with seal type, this kind of thing with seal type fittings on and off, or little valves on it or something like that, and a shorter hose, but this is good enough for its explanation. Yeah, this is just for educational purposes, just not perfect, but for explaining it's good. So let's zero this out again. Okay, now we're zeroed out, and we were at 720. Let's put that on the scale right there, make sure it's working again. It's working. We know it's very accurate. Perfect. Now let's just see that move a little bit, like 10. That's it. Maybe that was too much, but that was just basically there's vapor in here now. There's no liquid refrigerant because vapor pushed the little bit of liquid refrigerant out of there into here, and I'm not going to worry about it, and it's measuring some of that. So, and then we'll shut this off while it's upside down so liquid doesn't go back in here. That was good enough to explain very simplistically with scale weighing refrigerant into the system. And did you see how fast that went? It didn't take long at all. So let me flip to the next video after this. Let me get this out of our way, and let me put pressure transducers on there so we could read pressure without gauges. That'll be the next thing.